there. Welcome to the Youth Empowerment Television Show right here on Pan-African Television. One of the biggest shows ever that centers on the youth and all issues surrounding them as well. My name is Makiza Micheline. We do apologize for the late start of the program. I am sitting in for your regular host, Richmond Amofa Sapon. Well, today we are with Belinda, Kumako, Seyram.
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to be having a conversation with her about her, personal life, her foundation works, as well as her interest in golfing. Is that the case?
Yes.
Okay, so welcome to the Youth Empowerment Television Show.
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. You look good too.
I love your braids, though.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's nice to have you here on the show.
Yes, it's nice to be here.
Right. So, I mean, what struck me when I saw, when my producer introduced me to you was the fact that you are a golfer as well as a chartered marketer.
Okay.
How do you combine that?
Well, so it's passion.
Okay.
Yeah, so you set your priorities right and you're good to go.
Really?
Yes.
That sounds interesting. You are also into, a lot of philanthropic works and all of that. What inspired that? Why? Because you're very young, and I am very impressed to see that a young lady like you is very interested in, giving back to society.
Yeah, so my personal experiences in life growing up, and I mean, my journey through life made me to start what I started, and the joy I derive from it keep me going all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is basically.
So, as a chartered marketer, walk us through what you do, really, because I'm sure a lot of people are watching this, but they've heard the word, but they don't really understand what it entails to be a chartered marketer. What's your job like?
Well, so right now I don't practice as a chartered marketer, but I do freelance marketing for institutions. I'm into branding. I do, so more of branding I do now. I do a lot of, should I say, marketing for any startup business. I like to see businesses grow. I like to be part of the beginnings of anything. So any business that is young, I like to be part of it. I mean, bring up my ideas, draw up strategies for it to grow. So that's basically what I do. Yeah, so I do marketing, but I'm not practicing the chartered now. Yeah, so I'm not practicing the chartered now. I am actually still furthering. I'm still doing further studies to that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm still furthering in that, in that line. I'm not entirely done. I'm still working on it.
That's interesting.
Yes.
You seem to have a very packed life.
Yes.
On a daily. What keeps you going, though?
Yeah, so I said earlier, passion.
Okay.
And the joy if you enjoy anything you do, you don't get tired of doing it. You don't, think before you just do it, and you don't feel the stress.
Okay.
You just do it as fun. Somebody enjoy football, even though the person is doing it as a career, you see the person playing it for fun, even though the person is making money from it. Yes. So that's how I see everything I do. So in my marketing business, the joy of seeing a business grow, the joy of being the architect of the growth of a business, give me so much joy that I do it without even thinking about the stress and what I have to go through and all of that. So that is basically what keeps me going, passion.
Okay. It's interesting to know that you love what you do, because a lot of people are out there that when they are going to go to work, they are moaning, oh my God, it's Monday again, I have to go to work. It clearly tells that they don't love what they are doing, but you are filled with passion because you enjoy seeing businesses grow, especially those that you manage. So at what point did the golfing come in? Has it always been that combination? The golfing alongside the marketing and your philanthropism? Okay,
so honestly, I didn't grow up a golfer, and I didn't grow up knowing anything about golf. I think in my early 20s, I was doing my national service at the Ghana Air Force Officers Mess. Yeah, I was doing my national service there. I saw these golfers. I just saw them playing. That's actually the first time I saw the whole sport. But the network the way they were seated, I mean, the way they were so, you know, I just saw the place like, oh, okay, this is a family I would want to be part of. I mean, you see them always having so much fun, but you always hear them talk about business. So I was so curious. I wanted to know more about the business they do there. I wanted to know, I mean, I see a lot of CEOs, I see a lot of, I mean, reputable people in this country, I mean, seated together and just, I'm like, okay, so if you want to be part of a family, you need to identify something that you can do in common with them. Then you can be part of them. So I decided to try what they are doing. That's the golf. And I mean, I just walked to the president. I told the president that I'm a national service person here and I would want to be part of the golf family. I don't see any young person here, so I want to be the first young person playing. And he was like, okay. And then he thought I was joking. And then they give me a long list, the things I need to get and all of that, and it was so expensive. And I just told myself, this is what I really want to do it. So I decided to start saving up for it. So as a national service person, I was earning 550 or 559 exactly. So at the time, so anytime I take my salary or my allowance, I just go to put parts aside for it. And close to about 6 months, I got, I mean,
you were really determined to be part of the golf club.
Yes. That's how passionate I am about anything I want to do. Yes. So if I want to do anything, I don't really care about what I have right now. I don't care about what, I mean, I have available. What's my way forward? How can I get it done? That's my... So that's how I started. So you play
actual golf and
yes, I play actual golf.
And you have to be in the outfit and everything. Oh
yes,
How good are you at playing golf though?
I have close to 20 trophies.
Wow.
In the last, in just about 5 years. I mean, my 5th year actually. So, and I have close to 20 trophies lined up in my room. So, I'm very, very, very good at it.
Wow.
Yes. And I train people. I have lawyers.
When can we start? I'm ready.
So from here we are going.
Okay, so viewers, please, I'm going to, get trained to be a golfer too. That's how you're called, right?
Yes, so a golfer.
So very soon you see me playing golf and everything.
It will fit you actually.
Oh, that's nice.
It will fit you actually. Yes, it will fit you actually.
Okay, so we are still in conversation with Belinda, and we're talking about her personal life, how she's able to juggle her work as a chartered marketer, as well as a golfer and a philanthropist. So let's narrow the conversation down to you being a young lady who is into philanthropism. How did that start for you? And are you getting the needed support you need to actually embark on all of these philanthropic works and all that as well?
Well, that is a very difficult one to talk about, but I'll just be honest with you. I started this foundation when I was, where was I? Okay, I can't remember. I was about 2016. Right, yeah, I was still in school. At that time, I was studying general social work at the School of Social Work, I think. Yeah, so that was when I started. I'm actually a professional social worker. Okay. That is my first profession before marketing came in. So I was doing my I was in school at the time, and my personal life, growing up, difficulties and all of that, right, taught me a lot about life. Even those who are educated, working, right, things are not easy for them. So I think about those who don't have anything doing, really. And it is not everybody who end up on the streets that is strong to stand it to the end. So some people, you see them on the streets and you might think it's their fault that they are where they are and all of that. But it's not their fault. Sometimes it's just situations that bound them there and all that. So 2016, I interacted with a lot of young ladies around Osu and Dansoman. That's where my school was. So, and in talking to them, I realized that a lot of them don't really want to give up on life, but situations surrounding them
is what is pushing them.
Exactly. So I decided to just do something to help. I mean, I didn't want it to be anything big. So it was just be like, maybe I go to a community and then maybe I locate this one girl who I see maybe she's selling pure water or maybe she's selling something. And then I just try to support the person in my own way.
Right.
I've worked through my life from senior high school to take care of myself all the way to the university and where I am now.
And it
so
hasn't been easy. That's
it hasn't exactly.
The, you know.
So when I see someone doing something little like this, I feel this person really wants to do something. So when I see that the person is very consistent with what they are doing, I just come out to help the person. So that's how I started. And then in 2017, I had a program called Fun for Kids where I decided to identify talents in young children who are around Lashibi. So I decided to put them together and see what talents I can locate. Okay. And when I did that program, I realized, wow, like we have people in this country who have talents, but I mean the situations don't allow them to express themselves. They are they are unable to, you know, get it out there. Sometimes they have it within, and because they don't get the needed support, they just, I mean, life happens and then it all goes down. A young guy is growing up and maybe growing up in people call them area boys, and then she's not entirely a bad person, but along the line things are not going well, there's no support, my parents don't have money and all of that, Instagram, social media, all of it, and then I see all these nice girls and fashion life and all of that, and then just the person also wanting to try any of that because the person is idle. And then the person tries it, the person gets someone pregnant, and then even if the person is a very good footballer, the person is a very good boxer, the person is whatever, the dream is shattered because now the family of the girl is chasing them around and all that. And it's the same way with the girls too. I dropped out of school, now there's no hope for me, there's nothing I can do, I'm not educated, me, I can't speak English, I don't know how to do this, there's nothing for me, so whatever. So maybe I grew up in the family of 8. My mom has about 7 kids. We are all sleeping in the same small somewhere. And then when you get to your teenage, like say 18 years, people start to want to have some privacy for themselves.
That's true.
They want to feel comfortable. They want to also be able to wake up. I mean, sometimes you just don't want to wake up at the same time you wake up every day. Sometimes you just don't want to wake up at 6 o'clock and then your siblings
and everything. You just want to live your life for yourself.
And so at that point, people tend to, if a young guy is offering me a place where I can just sleep and wake up in the morning and feel loved or appreciated or something, the person will go. And then, I mean, that doesn't come free. And then in doing that, they end up where they end up. You understand? So I interacted with a lot of girls around Jamestown, all the way to Dansoman, all the way to Kokrobite, all the way.
So what specifically were you doing aside interaction?
So what I was doing at that time, I was sending them to, if you want to learn hairdressing, I'll go and register you in a shop somewhere, they learn those things, and then I just go and register it there, pay your money.
Your own funds?
Yes, no, I mean, it was just something I was doing. It wasn't a foundation at that time.
How were you able to get the money to be able to
So I just said that I've been working throughout my life, from senior high school, Form 2 at Corpus Christi. I've been working all my life. So I don't really look at what I have in my accounts.
It's just you trying to help
exactly. I believe it is not rich people who help people. It's kind people who help people. So it's just something I enjoy doing. The fact that I'm able to get somebody off the ground, and then the person is also now doing something, the person can feed the child, is enough for me. So that is how I started, and then in 2017, 2018, thereabouts, I gathered a few friends of mine, and then we decided to come up with a foundation that we can, together, if I bring something, you bring something, we put it together, we can help. And that is how we started, and then we registered officially in 2020, and we've been having programs. Now we do vocational skills training for teenage girls, teenage single mothers especially.
So the priority is on the girls?
On the teenage single mothers. Because you see, for a guy, Okay, I mean, I'm not being biased, right? A lot of people say, why do you talk about girls? I'm not a feminist, right?
Wow,
I believe
you're not a feminist.
No, I am not, because normally when you're doing something like this, people tag you to
As
be
a
a
feminist.
yeah, I'm not. I believe in family. I believe in all of the whole family system in Africa. I believe in it, but in the society where we are, right? When you are a girl and you find yourself in this situation, unfortunately now there is nothing like honesty anywhere. So guys would take advantage of you. It is not their intention. Some of them are just idle. Some of them just see you as one of their victims.
But we shouldn't be making excuses for the men, though. That's
yes,
an
we
entirely
should.
Different conversation.
Yeah, we shouldn't be making excuses for them, but it is a reality we live in.
That's true.
So you and I sitting here can't put a stop to it now. So what is the way forward? So I pick out the girls. If I give you a trade and you decide that, I mean, now you can feed for yourself, but you still want to do this, that's your own mistake. That's your own fault. I mean, that's your own decision you've made.
Then we're going back to square one, aren't we?
Yes, but the funny thing is, I don't just teach people something and leave them.
Okay.
Now, the foundation does now is vocational skills training for teenage single mothers. We organize vocational skills, I mean, more of a DEBA. So let's say we go to Dansoman, we organize maybe soap making. Like in May, we are having a program coming up in May. We are organizing soap and detergent making for the girls at Dansoman. So what happens is we do it at a community level. So maybe if you're doing for like 200 people, we do it out of the 200 people. We locate people who are very serious at the community level. We pick those serious people and we send them to our office. Our office is at Sakaman. So we send them to the office and we give them intensive training for 3 months. This intensive training includes branding, marketing. Okay. That is how come I learned marketing. I had to go do marketing because I want to be able to teach them something. Not just teach them how to do it, but now teach them how to brand it, how to present it, how to talk about the products, or how to, how to communicate what you are doing to people for them to be interested in it. So that is how come I went to learn marketing. So this 3 months intensive training, some of them don't even know how to dress. I mean, if you go to, excuse me to say, Choco, Jamestown, if you go to those places, you see a girl wearing something and then she is exposed anyhow and then she's just fine. But when I take these girls to the office and I train them for 3 months and they come out, some of them come to my office in heels. They dress up officially to come to the office. Madam, please, I've done this, so can you help me do this? I want to sell it to this company. I want to send this to this hotel.
So that it's yielding results.
Exactly. So you see, it's not like, I mean, an easy thing, eh? It's not that easy.
So it was an easy exactly.
So so when we do this community one, we take the serious ones to our office. We train them for 3 months. In that 3 months, those who are serious, I believe in helping a lot of people. But out of those a lot, you will get maybe 5 who end up doing well. And then those are the people that you probably give them startup capitals, or you let them work with you for some time to recoup some money, and then they can go and do their own thing. So sometimes I can do a program for 50 people, and then I'll get only 5 people after 4 months.
Wow.
And those 5 people, if I tell you how their life transforms, now I have girls who come to the office to register because, oh, madam, last no buy no. Manyebi, but some say madam for say why be say anu oton bi wo shop honum say anu obi en didi na tem bi obi en kasa ne ho ani how me so pese me yes madam mistake na me ye na manyebi, like so now they learn from their friends. So you do it at a community level where you find some of them who can be like a role model to the others. So some of them come for the first training, they drop out and all of that, but after some time when they see their friends progressing, they come back to want to do it. So that is how I go about it. Yes, funding it is not easy. A program can cost me about 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. But you see, I don't have the money lying there in my account.
But when that part of the conversation.
Yes, but when I have to get the money, a lot of my friends who might be watching will be like, that Belinda, she is so busy. She doesn't have time for anything. She doesn't have time for anybody. Especially if I have a program coming up. Forget it. If I'll have to do 3 jobs to get it done, I'll do it. Sometimes I work for about 3 or 4 companies at the same time. I just have to schedule my times. I'm managing a brand for this person, managing this brand, managing this one. And I put, whatever I earn from all of them together. And then percentage of it, I dedicate it to my foundation.
So have you reached out to, other benevolent institutions, organizations, people who can come on board and ease you of the stress and,
Actually, that has been a problem for me because, people are with this perception that NGOs come in to take people's money and then to go and take care of themselves and all that. Especially if you're a young person, they feel you are going to depend on their donations and all of that to do whatever you want to do. So for that reason, I don't go through the stress at all. I'm just doing my thing. If you come and you come across it and it's nice for you.
That's what I was coming to. Have there been people who have seen your work?
Yes. So last year, December, Presec Old Boys 2009 year group, we were having a program at Kokonuro. There's a village on the Ebri Road. We were having this program. We just posted it around and all that. And one of the guys saw it and he was like, wow, you guys are doing this. It's really nice. And then he wanted to talk to it about, to talk to his people about it. And they came out to give us some money.
Wow.
And then it eased off the stress. Yes. So you see, someone just sees it and then it's nice for the person come around and then the person comes to join. But we have never actually gone to an institution to, present to them anything that we are doing this. So
will you do that in the near future?
Yeah, so this year we're actually looking at doing that. We're actually looking at doing that this year. We have few proposals ready and we would want to get it out there and all that. There are people out there who wants to help genuinely, but they don't know where and how to go about it. They don't know who to entrust their monies to. But I believe if you are doing something that nobody sent me to do it.
Yeah.
So that's me. Nobody sent me to do, NGO work. I have decided to do charity work. So I'm doing it and sacrificing and paying all the prices that comes with it. So if somebody, we'll give out some proposals and all that to institutions and all that. You might see it and it would be nice to you.
But what's the name of the foundation and how do people reach you? This is
for
you too.
It's Maximum Joy Foundation.
Maximum Joy Foundation.
Yeah, Maximum Joy Foundation. We are located at Dansum and Sakaman.
Okay.
Our office is not so big. Our office is not big. It's a small office. We have some people also bringing in used clothes. So we go to, so in all these programs we do, we try to give them, clothes, utensils. See, it will surprise you that you go to some places, right, where to even cook is a problem. Somebody is cooking in a pot that have holes in it, so they have to cook the food at.
You've experienced. You've been on the field.
I've gone to villages. I've traveled all the way to Akontombra. I don't know, it's Sasefi, that side. I've gone to villages. I can't even. Tamali, Sunyani, where? I have Kumase, Tepa, Sefi, Akontombra. I just go there to experience the life that people live there. And we'll get there. We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there.
We will get there eventually. We'll get there.
Eventually
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I see how passionate you are. You're getting emotional. When you go out there and you see other people's lives and how difficult it is. I'm only sitting here and I'm wondering. I know that all fingers are not equal and all of that. But what is really the problem? The lack of opportunities and all that. Is that what is causing this whole situation that people find themselves in? Well, aside the fact that you spoke about people making mistakes and getting into that condition.
Well, so I think there are no structures for people like that. We have a system where, I don't want to say only the rich, get access to...
The petty bourgeois.
you are in the spirit, so... it's not only there. I mean, the people out there, okay, most of them do not even know what this Ghana is all about. Some people just know that I am from Ghana, Asan. And they don't even know anything that goes on in the system. Yes. There are no structures for the poor. There are no structures for the poor in this, I don't know what to say in this country, but there are no structures. We have ministries that are set up for these people. But when you go and you interact with these people, you realize that they don't even know. Just say, sometimes people go there to go and take pictures with them in the name of NGO and all that, and they leave them. And that is it. They don't go back there again. I went to Japan to have, I do 3 programs every year. I do vocational skills training for teenage single mothers. That's for the first quarter. The second quarter of the year, I do sanitary care for teenagers and kaya youths at the station. That I do breast training. I give them sanitary pad. Now I'm trying to import this reusable sanitary pad that lasts for 2 years from Sierra Leone. So this sanitary pad can take you 2 years before it expires, and then you get another one. So that's what I'm trying to bring in, and then so that's for the second quarter of the year. And then the last quarter, I provide educational materials for these vulnerable kids who have talents, and that's what I do every December 25th. So that's a program I have dear to my heart.
And how long has that program been running?
Since 2017. Yeah, since 2017. That was actually the first program I had and used to discover the whole NGO and all that. So that program is so dear to me. So these are the 3 programs I do yearly. And all of these programs I do every year. Okay. There is one thing that I won't sit down here and say, oh, this one dear. Because I went to Japan to have teenage girls, I mean, just to have a teenage personal development talk about sex education and all of that. And when I went there, the girls, they didn't want to come out. I went there about 3 times. I sent people there. I actually have volunteers, people who come to volunteer their skills to help. We went there 3 consecutive times. The girls don't want to come to us. Once they heard that we were NGO, they didn't want to come. The problem. So later on, they opened up to me to say, after I gave them, so I go there. So at a point, I decided to lure them with maybe their needs. So I tried to find out, what do you need? And then somebody will say, I need diapers for my child. I need sanitary pad. I need food. I need it. So we're supplying this small. And later they came around in their numbers. And according to them, there have been NGOs who came here in the name of they are coming to help us, they are coming to help us, they are coming to help us. And after they take pictures with us and, all of that, videos with us and everything, they leave and we don't see them again. So now,
exploited and
now we don't want to associate ourselves with any NGO. We are living our life before they came. We don't want to have anything to do with them. And God is the one who takes care of. And I was like, wow. So it took them a long time to trust that I was going to be there for them. And so now some of them still call me. That program was in 2019. And these girls still call me. And when they call me, now some of them are doing the soap. They go to sell it at the markets. Some of them, if maybe my auntie have a shop, so I do it and then I put it in front of my auntie's shop and people buy it. Detergent is something that people use on daily basis. Yeah. It is never going to, wear out. Every day, every time people are using it. So that is why I delight in teaching them that, because something you can easily learn and it is something you can keep doing. And then when you do it for some time and you're able to make some money for yourself, you can decide, maybe I want to go and learn hairdressing. You can go and do it. I want to learn fashion, dressmaking. You can go and do it. Maybe you want to even go to school. If you get, I tell them, if you get some amount of money and you think you want to go to school, just tell me. Tell me. Even if I don't have it, I'll find ways and means to
be able to support
you. I'm actually looking out for scholarship for some of the girls who would want to better themselves, maybe want to go back to school.
But
Some of them have very good,
okay.
yeah, some of them have very good grades. So when I went to Akontombra, there's a place called Bawakrum. It's at Sefi. So I met this young girl. She was 17 at the time. I don't want to mention her name. She was 17 at the time. And I mean, I stayed there for about 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And the 3 weeks I stayed there with them, I got talking to her, her mother and everything. And this girl said she was 16 when she got pregnant. And she was in the senior high school. She had just entered senior high school. And the guy who gives her feeding fee, impregnated her. So she had to drop out of school. So the child was a year, yeah. So she said, she has a child, and now she wants to go back to school. And the girl speaks fluently. The girl is so smart. So when I was living at Kontombra in 2020, I told her that I wanted to go back to school. She's in her final year now, completing school. And every time she called me and she's so happy, like, I'm just so happy for her. Like, you know, she's completing school this year. And then she said when she's done, Madam, when I finish, I want to come to Accra so that you get me something to do. I'm like, okay, no problem. And you see, I don't have a very big space of my own where I stay. But in my little corner where I stay, I like to have people to come and share it with me. And let us all just get better together. See, in this life, we don't live for ourselves. We are living for people. If not for anything at all, for your family you want to build. That is why we wake up in the morning, sit in traffic, go up and down and all of that. We wouldn't bother. So there is no need to, want to save so much for yourself before you help somebody. There's no need for it. So that is in my perception. So this girl is now doing so well, and she's been very good. She has never failed a paper. Even in her situation, she has never failed a paper. I'm like, so this girl, imagine she gets some form of scholarship, or she just have some help. She would have just be up there. Well,
that's fantastic. I mean, what I love about this whole initiative is the fact that when you go out there, you just don't go and, do the classical thing, give them something, take pictures, and then you go. You leave them with something that is inspiring them to be better. And now you have somebody who is already, in school and about to complete, wants to come out and be the best version of herself. I mean, that's really what life is about. It's not just about you. You can help somebody one way or the other, just as Belinda is doing. And I find that to be very, very beautiful. I mean, let me take this one message that has come in from, there are several others. My producer will get them ready and then I'll read them to you. This one says, Dear Makiza, I am Seyram from University of Ghana. Could you please give me Belinda's contact? Is there a contact that you can put out there for young girls who are watching and the guys as well?
For young girls who are watching,
who may want to, join
I really want to give my number.
Maybe your foundation number.
Yes, so I can give her my foundation. I don't have that off head, so I'll get that for you as we go.
Okay. So as we go on, we are wrapping up with the conversation, but she will get the number and then we'll put it across so that anyone who wants to reach the name of the foundation again,
Maximum Joy Foundation. So you can check our website, www.maximumjoyfoundation.org. You'll find every information you'd want about us. On social media, we are not so popular on social media, but Instagram, Maximum Joy Foundation _GH. Maximum Joy Foundation on LinkedIn, Maximum Joy Foundation on Facebook.
Okay,
as well.
So you can follow Maximum Joy Foundation for all the details that you need about their social work. And she'll put the number across pretty shortly. I'm sure you've all enjoyed the conversation with Belinda Seyram Kumako, who is a chartered marketer. She's a golfer as well. She's promised to, train me to join the golf.
I'm actually having I'm not to cut you, right?
Okay, that's fine.
I have Ghana Youth Golf Association, right? It's a golf club I have come up with. It's it's in the process of registration. I want to get young people to play golf. You don't have to have so much money to play golf. Yes, everything is expensive in this world. We use money anyway, we spend money anyway. So there is no need to say that, I mean, it's so expensive. I will support you with anything I can. I want we, the young people, to also take... See, when you come to the golf course, the people you meet on the golf course, they are old people.
So it's a platform for you to network. You
Exactly. My best friend is over 60 years, almost 70. My second best friend is in her late 50s. I don't have a friend who is, I mean, my age mate or something. My friends are all in... And you see, the knowledge you acquire for them is a lot. The knowledge you acquire from these people is a lot. I mean, you can have your circle of friends, but let's try to, work out of our normal boxes. If you want to play golf, just contact me. My name is Belinda, Seyram _GH on Instagram. Just hit me up and I will make sure you play golf. You don't have to have so much money, okay? All you need is just be determined to play golf. And let's get on the golf course. Let's also have our own circle of network where we can get these old people to support us. You see, when they see you in that network or they see you around them, they feel like, oh, this person wants to do something. This person wants to get somewhere. You can never get them to support you or to share their ideas, their business ideas, their experiences in life. They will never share it with you if you watch them from afar. And I tell you, these people are very nice people. They only need you to be determined and be close to them.
And then they can support
Exactly.
you.
But if you are far away, they are never approaching you.
Right.
And you can never approach them from where you are.
Right.
When you want to be a friend to somebody, you have to share a common goal. And honestly, there is nothing we can share in common with them. Apart from, I mean, this sports that is very open. I am there. So I know what I'm talking about. Right. Just make the step, come, and then you just need petty things. You just need golf shoes, golf outfits, and then with the clubs, I can even, I mean, the ladies, they can use mine. I have 2 sets.
Okay.
I have the beginners, and then now I've graduated to the other one.
Wonderful.
So my other one is available.
Okay.
I have a coach available to train people. Okay. I've trained a lot of people now, and they are also having their own circle there, and it's amazing. So we the young ones, let's get there. Okay. So that we can take after these people.
Okay.
When these people leave the golf course, what will be left?
Wow.
Who will be there? Who will take over? So we shouldn't leave them to their children taking after them.
Okay.
Let's also, join the way you people go and join football clubs and, go to the Gone campus on Saturday morning to go and play ball.
It's the same way we should.
Let's get to the golf.
Of course, most definitely. So, very fantastic. You've heard everything that she said. I mean, this has been the Youth Empowerment Television Show. I've been in conversation with Belinda Seyram Kumako, who is a chartered marketer, a golfer, and a philanthropist. You can follow her on all social media platforms and also her foundation, Maximum Joy Foundation. You can also follow their website for all the information that you need about what they do at the Maximum Joy Foundation. My name is Makiza Mishte
so the number
Okay, so let me put the number across before we go. The number is 055 942 6808 055 942 6808. One more time, 0559 426808. You can reach Maximum Joy Foundation on that number. You can help them and support their dream of making sure that everybody at least lives a dignified life without any stress whatsoever. And I say unto you, verily I say unto you that we can get there. So thank you so much for watching the Youth Empowerment Television Show. I have been sitting in for your regular host, Richmond Amufa Sapon. Do enjoy the rest of our programs.